Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of Nation Wave, and this is day 6 of the January daily draws. So as we start the weekend, let's see what message we get. Now we're taking the first card from Oriens Animal Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Spirit Animal Pocket Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And today we will go there. And our card today is the Nine of Swords. So maybe we've got some concerns. Maybe we've got some fears and anxieties that we're dealing with. And a lot on our minds. Is it keeping you awake at night? Is it playing on your mind all the time? So maybe we need to examine our thoughts and what's going on in our minds. And what anxieties we have. So this is about assessing, to me, taking some time to reflect and really examine the way we're thinking. What part of what's giving us anxiety is just things that we're thinking may happen. It's literally in our minds that we've created this scenario that could happen. We may not know for sure that it will happen, but because we think it's a possibility, it's giving us anxiety. But what's the benefit of worrying about something that we don't yet know is actually going to happen? If this never transpires, then what was all the worrying about? What purpose did this anxiety fulfill for us, except keep us awake at night and things like that? Sometimes we create the anxiety for ourselves by the things we imagine and the scenarios we play out in our imagination, and it is a natural thing for us to do. I'm not saying anything about, I do it. I'm sure all of us do it. And yes, it's a thing that, we're human. It's what we do. Okay, and some people are more prone to it than others, and that's just a fact. And but so there's nothing wrong when that happens, as long as but the key thing there is to recognize that that's what you're doing. If you recognize that's what's going on, that's the key. And maybe this card is coming to say, hey, just look at what you're doing. Just think about it. What you're thinking. How much is it what you're creating in your head? And why not wait and see what happens, how things develop in reality, and then you can respond to the reality of the situation rather than the imagined reality that maybe you've created for yourself in your mind. Now, there may be things that are of genuine concern that need to be dealt with, and they may be providing anxiety, but the anxiety will not solve the problem. It's a natural reaction, but don't sit in that anxiety for too long and focus on that anxiety. Accept and recognize it's making you anxious. Think about why it's making you anxious. What is it you're actually anxious about? What is it that you're fearing? What is it about what you're facing that's concerning you? Assess the how much of a reality that situation is, And even where there is some reality in what you're thinking and what you're facing, try and be more solution orientated than problem centered. Try and think, well, yeah, this is how I feel about it. This is my concern. What's the best way I can respond to this? Think of ways that you can alleviate some of the anxiety, or build your confidence to meet the challenge of the situation, rather than thinking that there's no way I can handle this. So, this is all about dealing with our fears, anxieties, both real and imagined. But the anxiety itself is a symptom of the situation. But it's not the answer, and it won't. You need to work through that. By all means, don't you? If you're anxious, you're anxious. And if the anxious is a reality, the anxiousness is a reality, even if what it's based on isn't. The anxiety is still a reality in you that you need to work through. But as long as you know that, and you know that you can work through it and beyond it to a solution, to something on further down the line that can alleviate that anxiety and give you the confidence to meet the challenges that you face, then that's okay. It's when you allow the anxiety to overwhelm and that you can't get past it. And if you can't get past it, then maybe you need to seek help from a friend, advice from a friend, or even professional help to get past it. Because you need to work through it and get past it to be able to deal with whatever situation you face. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Okay, here we go. And we have Hummingbird. Be here now. Live in the moment. Rather than what you think's coming on further down the line. Live in the here and now. Okay? Live in the moment and deal with what's here that you can see, that's definitely here. Take it one step at a time. Don't jump ahead and imagine all kinds of things. But deal with that's in front of you now. And what comes next will take care of itself until you're ready, till you get there. And by taking each bit that you face now, it may change the outcome of things further down the line, so the things that you feared may never happen. So live in the moment, face what you're facing in reality, move beyond it and go to the next step and repeat the process and take it one step at a time. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 7. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.